It's Madden NFL 23, where representatives from the AFC and NFC will square off. It's the Miami Dolphins and the Chicago Bears on EA Sports.
The sun is set in Chicago. The temps have dipped and will continue to do so. Jacket and blanket weather. It's that time of year at Soldier Field. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Miami Dolphins and the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Santos now ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. This fielded right at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
They begin with Michel on the ground, and he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Well, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. On the screen, this is Edmonds. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Well, Brandon, we can could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. They'll get 8, but they're going to have to pull here on the opening drive because that's not enough.
We hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. But he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. There's some space here. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 31 yards there and a 1st down. Looked like they might have been thinking safety with that pressure off the edge instead of worrying about the running back.
I like the observation because many defenses in that situation actually have get a safety in their play call. Upfield penetration, try and trap them in the backfield. Instead, absolutely escaped and fled for a huge yardage on that play.
Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. And this will be caught by Mooney. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen. That's complete right side to Kmet. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on there heals a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, grab that dagger play, that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to get that big advantage early.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly in position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
2 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. A read option, here's Montgomery. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ballgame. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory right at the 40. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Excellent job on the keeper, 20 yards and a 1st down.
For a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. And now they'll throw with Allen. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it. But he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it'll be 2nd down. We get another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go. But sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game. It's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on 1st and goal, and they sent that play backwards.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Montgomery. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Here is Montgomery on 3rd and goal. And this time he is in. David Montgomery, a touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Bears go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end, then come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt, turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. Santos to kick this one away.
Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25.
So Miami coming out for their second drive.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. A gain of 3, second down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7.
That's out to the flat for Edmonds.
Only able to gain a couple there. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They'll set up to throw.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Let's go.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Here's 2nd and a yard.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Hill.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
Here's a handoff to Mostert running left.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for a sack.
As a kid, it was a nickel, so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs They covered well, allowed for the sacks.
So those were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Now the veteran Thomas Morstead on to punt it away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back.
David Montgomery ready to take the field for the Bears' next possession.
It may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for second down.
You know when I could tell this was going to end really badly? When he launched himself behind the line and made a beeline for the ball carrier. You get one of those tackling machines in the middle on your trail, things are normally ending pretty quickly.
Now, after the loss, he'll have to navigate a 2nd and 17. Now Allen. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Up the middle they go with Mostert.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
38-yard line, 2nd and 11.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Williams brings it in. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 17-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he's got it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
And these two hooked up on a nice gain to play before, and I always admire play callers that see a play that works and go right back to it, so they went right back to him. The reward, they're set up with 1st and goal.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Here's Mostert.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown.
Raheem Mostert
Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Dolphins are an extra point away from evening this one up.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Allen now on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Montgomery. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Allen going to throw. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Allen again. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Allen now looks to throw. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
And again, it's Allen. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. This pass on target, Velus-Jones with it. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 33. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Boy, Brandon, a missed opportunity there at the end of this first half. You'd love to give your guys the lead going into the break, but this effort doesn't find the mark, and that's going to keep things all square.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, time for a check of the next-gen stats from that first half for Miami. And there's not much to speak of in terms of passing efficiency. But in a tie game, they know a few tweaks could make a big difference going forward.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. It's a tied football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. To the air, Allen. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion forced there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
Got an open man, it's Pringle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very solid gain of 27. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41. Here's Allen. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. And again back to Kmet. Down at the 27.
And this offense can get their tight ends involved. They can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
On 1st down, Allen. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
It's taking a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're all up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Darnell Mooney, the target there.
And bring up 2nd down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Off the option, here's Montgomery.
And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9.
52 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
on is Santos for the Bears field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Santos' kick is up and through, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Santos back out there to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 74 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
Hey, when you're thinking about your opening drive in the third quarter, you're thinking about exactly that, putting together a drive. But instead, what did we get?
Big pass downfield, touchdown. I thought, okay, you know, just sitting back in my chair, let's get eased in, a couple runs. No, boom.
Yeah, forget the body blows, folks. Let's throw the big shot right now.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 14-10. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Chicago offense set to get started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
On second down, Montgomery. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That was a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 68 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in by Pringle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory, down at the 33. Here comes Mooney now in the jet sweep. And he's got some space here. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 2 check plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Excellent run there coming from out wide.
I mean, you used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs, even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Praise has to go to the guys in the offensive line because they've been very misproductive day running the football. That poor defensive line, they've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
A give to Montgomery out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now Allen. And he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. That time, a 9-play drive. And finishing it all off was Darnell Mooney with a touchdown reception. Touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. Oh, good-looking return set up here. He's at the 50, the 30, 10. He will score. Touchdown, Miami. They had just lost the lead. That deficit sure didn't take long to erase. They return the ensuing kickoff for a touchdown.
Love the thunderbolt that just came out of that one that puts them in the end zone and back in the lead. Your only question, your defense just gave up a score that put you behind. Well, that score you just added on the board, will it energize them? Or do they have to go back out there and they're a tired unit? We'll soon see.
Sanders on for the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. And what a job there by all 11 on the kick return. The blocking excellent, the return excellent. The result, 6 points. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Finds Kmet on the quick slant. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner. We watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Going up the gut, Montgomery. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Read option, here's Montgomery. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. Here it's 3rd and 2.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
Allen hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Problems there on the option and a costly turnover.
Yeah, partner, you know how we watch practice sometimes and we see those drills where the quarterback's running with the football and they're swinging pads at him and the brooms are out and they're trying to poke at the football for ball security. I have a feeling next week there'll be an extra session of that each and every day.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Down to about the 22 here. Solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage. Work on that clock. See if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football. Gain some yardage and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. A handoff running left is Mostert. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The tackle made by Nicholas Morrow. This defense tough to run against. And those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get him for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the 2nd level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this underneath to Edmonds. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It doesn't matter where on the field he is. Even down here in the red zone, he is still slippery with the ball in his hands. And he was almost able to work his way into the end zone. Instead, they'll have to settle for 1st and goal, but they'll take it.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run with Mostert, and he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Dolphins are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Raheem Mostert.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Josh Allen in the offense now. Down by 11, just under 2 minutes to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Throwing is Allen. Into the hands of Pringle. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Decent start to the drive there. Of course, they need the touchdown, 2-point conversion, and a field goal.
Yeah, those guys are into it. How about the guys on the sidelines? You see the coaches signaling, all the personnel groups up on the sideline ready to go in and out of the game. They've got to condense their time now in order to try and get back into it.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This offense has had its troubles moving the ball all night. So now you get in this situation, hard to imagine that suddenly they're going to start clicking and moving the ball downfield.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Allen. Oh, he catches it off the tip. It wasn't even intended for him. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
But when we see the ball tipped in the air, sometimes we get a little roll change, don't we? Because when it's in the air, sometimes the defensive back becomes a receiver. And in this case, the receiver looked like a defensive back, but ended up a receiver.
He caught it as a receiver. Hey, it worked out.
Worked out really well for them. But I'm telling you, the defensive guys,
frustrated.
Oh, frustrated. They're going to catch it in film.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 20-yard line. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and the field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Allen. This is caught. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So there is still time, a little over 50 seconds to go, but this becomes a critical onside kick. And the Dolphins are indeed going to get this, and that should all but do it. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert.
And some room to maneuver. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Let's focus in on what we got to do here. Here we go.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Once again, it's Mostert. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your own crowd when you go on the road. That band of brothers attitude, just us against the world to get it done. Happier day.
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory. Bears.